guys! So, remember when we gathered here today, or no, gathered here a different day to organize and declutter my everyday makeup drawer? Well, it looks like this yet again. So we're gonna do it yet again, which is fine because I would like to pull in, sorry, I'm just like sitting down. I would like to pull in some new products, get rid of some products, not get rid of, but like put back old. Yeah, okay, wow, I'm really not coming out the way I want to today. Put in some new products to try out, take out some products I know I love, so on and so forth. So this is a hot damn mess, and a lot of these things I keep in here until I use them up, but a lot of these things I can switch out if I'm, you know, ready for something new. So let's just shut up and get into it. I'm sorry if I shake the tripod, it's a very tight quarters we have. Also, please don't mind my nails. They look like crap. I try to have pretty nails for things like this, but I really wanted to get this done today, and you guys seem to enjoy the last one, so we're doing it again. So let's just go for it. So I just repurchased my L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation, and I've been loving it lately, so I've been using it lately. Yeah, I just repurchased this in my Ulta haul. I'll link that up in the corner if you'd like to see it. But I love this foundation. I'm loving it for the spring right now because it has good coverage, but it's not too heavy, so I'm definitely going to be keeping that in there. My primer I've been using, and as you can see, I've used up quite a bit of it, so I'm just going to keep using it till it's gone so I can use up some other ones. And then I will repurchase this one probably closer to the wedding because I might wear this on my wedding day. This is the Marc Jacobs Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Primer. I love this stuff. It is so moisturizing, but like dries down a little bit tacky so your makeup adheres to it really nicely, and I just love it. And along the same lines, I love my Milk Makeup Blur Stick. This just kind of lives in here because I use it all the time, so that's gonna stay. I have been loving, but I am going to put back into the highlighter drawer my Marc Jacobs Do You Do Drops, which I just realized I did a highlighter declutter and I forgot to feature it in that because it was in this drawer. But I know I love it. I've talked about it in a couple of favorites videos, but I am going to put it back because I was just sent their new shade, and this is called Fantasy. This is going to be a little bit too dark for me as like a highlight, but I do kind of want to try it maybe as like a mix in with my foundation, maybe as an eyeshadow. I don't know, I just want to play with it, so I'm going to leave it in my everyday makeup drawer so I play around with it. But yeah, so I'm going to swap those out. How handy that I have my makeup wipes right here. Let me just get rid of that. I am going, this does not belong in this section. I like to try and do like foundations, concealers, kind of like everyday lip products in this section, and then do blushes, highlights, and bronzers, other powders in this section. But as you can see, it's a hot damn mess. But in that Ulta haul, I also got this Gold Rush blush from Benefit. I just got the mini size just because I have so much blush, but I did want to try this. I tried it out for the first time yesterday. I loved it. I don't know about the staying power yet because I did wear it to Disneyland, and I feel like that's not a fair trial because like it was hot and I was sweating. But for Disneyland, I do love my butter blushes because they stay all day. So there should be no excuse, but I am going to put this to the test more, but I love the color of it for spring, for pale skin. So definitely going to keep that, try it out some more. I can put this somewhere else because I forgot it was in here. This is the Fenty Beauty contour and concealer brush. I love it, but I just forgot it was in there, so I'm gonna move it out and put it somewhere else. I have this little miniature thing of the Smashbox Photo Finish primer oil. I need to do a declutter of my primers, and I just want to use this up, but I just keep forgetting about it. And also, not every day is a day that I want to use like a primer oil, so I don't know, but I do just need to like use it up because it's so tiny. I can put this back in my purse, although I love this for days that I don't want to wear any makeup. I will just use a bit of this under my eyes and on my spots, and maybe like around my nose where I have any redness, and just kind of blend it out in with my skin. It's the most beautiful concealer, just like nice natural coverage, but like makes you look like you're wearing foundation. It's great. And by the way, I haven't even said it, this is the Nude Sticks Concealer Pencil in the shade Light 2. It's my perfect shade, so I normally keep this in my purse because it is amazing and can even be worn over powder. So like if I need to touch up on the go, I will use this, but I am going to put this back in my purse. I don't know why it's in here, to be honest. And also, speaking of, I'm going to put this back as well, just because like on days that I want to use it, I know where it is. I love this. It's a it's a Nude Sticks Lip and Cheek Pencil in Blush. It's my favorite shade. I need to sharpen it. But it's just so beautiful, and I love this for my lips and my cheeks, and I love nude sticks, you guys know that. But I'm just going to put this back with the rest of my nude sticks because I know where it is. There's a little hair in there and that's repulsive. That just doesn't even look like my hair. It looks like Bradley's hair. I'm going to keep in the drawer my NYX This Is Everything lip oil. I love this stuff. I'm going to put some on right now. For the longest time, I could not find this online, but I can find it now. I will try to link everything that I keep in the drawer down below. Or maybe I'll just link everything. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want. Do you guys even like look at the links? Do you find that helpful? Let me know. But I think you find it helpful. I certainly find it helpful when other people do it. Okay, shut up, Amy. So, keeping this. I'm also going to keep my Smith's Rosebud Salve. They're kind of the same thing. I just love everyday kind of glossy balms for my lips. I'm also going to keep in here my Benefit Boing Airbrush Concealer. This is the only concealer I have on hand right now for like spot concealing, so I'm just going to use that up and then probably repurchase it or try something else, I don't know. And same with under eye concealers. I like to just kind of use one up, and currently I'm going through the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours Concealer. I love it. You guys have seen me use this in a ton of videos. It's just very like creamy, but really good coverage, not too heavy, and I love it. So keeping that in there. And I also am going to keep in here the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Jaclyn Hill taught me to spritz my Flawless Beauty Sponge from Morphe, which I'm going to keep in the drawer as well. But before you blend out your foundation, you just kind of spritz the sponge, and then it kind of just like really makes your makeup look luminous and dewy and gorgeous, and everything just looks really natural. So I love that. So I'm keeping that in there. My eyelash curler goes somewhere else, but definitely keeping that. I think I'm going to pass this on. This is the Kiehl's Lip Balm and Cranberry. I'm just not a fan of the Kiehl's lip balms. I find them to be a little bit oily and greasy to me, a little bit slippery, if you will. So I'm going to pass this on. Like, I'm not even going to put it back in my collection. I'm just going to get rid of it. Give that to my sister. Okay, so that section is clear. This is like spilling out. I am going to keep this Lorac Pro Contour Palette in here. I am just trying to use up these two powders, and then I'm going to get rid of this palette. I do love these powders though. I'll probably get rid of it once I am done with the beige highlight powder. But I do love this palette. I love these three colors. I don't love the highlight, and these two are just kind of too dark for me. But I do love the setting powders for my face. So I'm going to use that up till it's gone, then put it in the empties. But my favorite under eye powder right now, because I feel like my under eyes just look so old lately, and like I don't want powder settling into fine lines, making things look cakey. I have been obsessed and loving this Bare Minerals Invisible Light Duo powder. You get a matte shade and a glow shade. I mix them together. I put the tiniest bit under my eyes to set my concealer, and it doesn't make me look old or cakey. It just sets my concealer so it doesn't crease, and I love it. And it adds a little bit of brightness as well, so love that. I also just got in the mail a couple of new powders that are both right here, and I want to keep them in because I want to try them. I have already been trying this Marc Jacobs Invisible Finish Line Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder. I've been loving it. I don't love it for under my eyes, just because I don't really like any powders for under my eyes right now, but for the rest of my face, this is beautiful so far. I will keep trying it and like give you a full report in a favorites video or something. Oh, but it smells amazing. Smells just like the bronzer, very coconutty, gorgeous. And then I have the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder, which I haven't tried yet just because I've been addicted to using this one. But this one has like a cooling sensation, and I need to try it. So I'm definitely going to be keeping it in here so I know to try it. This is my favorite highlight. I just did a highlighter declutter. If you want to see that, I'll link it up in the corner. But I have been better about using other highlights, but this is still my favorite highlight, and I reach for it a lot. So I'm going to keep it in this drawer because I love it. I just realized I skipped around. I'm, of course, going to keep in here my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I use it every time I do my makeup. My KKW Beauty Lip Gloss in Bronze, which I really totally love. I'm probably going to wear this on my wedding day. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in here or not. I'm going to see how the organization goes. I might keep that in there. This I can probably put back, even though I love it, but it's an Hourglass Ambient Light Ambient Light Edit Palette. I don't know which one this is. I know they come out with them like during Christmas time, but I love this. I love all of the shades. I love these two for blush. These are good for multiple things, but mostly highlighting, a bronzer. Like, I love this palette. But I am going to put it away and make room for other things. I have some bronzers in here. I have two Physicians Formula bronzers, which is ironic, but I do have my Butter bronzer. I'm just going to try to use it up and then repurchase it just because it's like broken and it's getting old. So, and it's great for spring and summer. It's one of my favorites. I do have the lighter shade. I know now they have like 4 shades though, so I'm not positive which one I have, but when it was just the 2, I have the lightest shade. So I'm going to keep that in there and continue to use it up. But I've also been loving the Super BB Insta Ready Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I just talked about this in my last favorites video. Frickin' love it to death. Like, it is just the best shade for really pale skin, which is what I have, and it just blends beautifully, and I am just obsessed. So gonna keep that in there for now. I have been obsessed with my Mary Luminizer highlight by The Balm. It is just a beautiful, kind of semi-blinding highlight that you just have to use with a really fluffy brush to diffuse it, but I've been loving it. I just love this like champagne silvery gold color that it is. I've just been obsessed ever since my de-clutter. I have been using that a lot. So many blushes. So you guys, I honestly use a butter blush most days. Like, whatever blush I put in here, I don't use it because I reach for my butter blush, which is crazy. But they have the best staying power. I love the shades, and I'm just obsessed. So this is the shade Plum Rose. This is probably my most worn shade. So I am going to keep it in here. Because even if I put it back, I'm still going to reach into the blush drawer and get it. These were some of the blushes I put in here to try out, but you guys, I could just get rid of most of my blush, but that's so hard for me because I love blush. Won't be getting rid of this, but I am going to put it back, but it's the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This is probably my, well, I was going to say my favorite drugstore blush, but that's definitely the better blushes. But this is like definitely top 5 favorite drugstore blush. It is gorgeous. Everybody talks about this, and it's for good reason. Every time I wear it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's great. So I'm gonna keep, this is not a declutter video. Well, I guess, whatever. Okay, wow. I'm going to keep this, but just put it back in the blush drawer. I'm gonna keep this in this drawer because I have been loving it. It is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Party, which this was the birthday gift last year. And I think it's also part of their permanent lines, because I was like, oh, I hope you guys can get this, and a lot of you told me, like, yeah, we can. So I love this shade, and it's gorgeous, and these also have pretty good staying power. I've just been loving this shade, so I'm going to keep that out and keep trying it. But I am going to put back my Too Faced Love Flush. This is in Love Hangover. This is one of my favorite ones. I love it, so yeah, I'm going to put that back in the blush drawer and probably pull out some other things. Then this is a goddamn mess. I have so many mascaras open, but like they're all still good, and I switch back and forth, so I just need to like stick to one and get rid of it. But I always have my CoverGirl Clump Crusher. It's my absolute fave. These are the other two I've been like trying out and need to use up. The L'Oreal Lash Paradise, which I love, and the Maybelline Total Temptation. This has coconut oil in it, which I didn't know, and I love it. It's so like lengthening and like doesn't look dry. So I just need to keep using those. And then I of course have my 2 shades of the Benefit Roller Lash, which I really do wear, because on a normal day I will double up my mascara with a coat of CoverGirl Clump Crusher and a coat of Benefit Roller Lash. And it just depends on the day and what I'm wearing and how I feel if I'm going to go with brown or black. So I really truly use both of these. So yeah, this I didn't even know was in here. I do love this thing. This is from Givenchy. This is the Ombre Couture. It's basically a cream eyeshadow in the color Rose Dentelle. I was loving this around the holidays, but I didn't even know that was in there, so I'm going to put it back with the cream eyeshadows. And then this section is my brow section. I'm definitely keeping my 24-hour brow setter from Benefit that I love. I am on the last leg of my Anastasia Brow Definer in Taupe, which I also love. So good. So I'm definitely keeping those. A lot of days as well, I use the Benefit Gimme Brow. I'm using the shade 3 right now. I think I prefer the shade 1, but they sent me a couple of these in the shade 3, so it does work, so I'm using them up. And I love the Gimme Brow for an easy brow look. Have a sharpener. Oops. I also do like to occasionally use my Anastasia Brow Powder Duo, also in the shade Taupe, so going to keep that in there. I keep putting this in here to keep trying it, but I just forget. But I do want to try it out because I like the concept of this. It's the Highbrow from Benefit. You put it like right under your eyebrows for a little bit of highlight. Oh, this is broken. I'm just going to toss that. And then my tweezers. Okay, I'm going to quickly clean this. And if you're interested to know what I'm using to clean it, it's my favorite Method all-purpose lime and sea salt cleaner. Okay, and I also realized I should have mentioned that I got this tray on Amazon in like a pack of 3. If I can find it, I'll link it down below, but it fits the Alex drawers from IKEA perfectly. So let's just start filling in the powders. I'm going to fill in what I have and then like see what I have room for other things. So I like to put the Kylie highlight in the back. I have all my new face powders I'm trying out. I'll put those in the front. Or no, I'll put those right there, and then blushes in the front since those are smaller, so I have room to grow there. So let's pick out a couple of blushes. This is my blush drawer. It's really satisfying. This is probably not in focus anymore, so I'll be quick. I want to keep trying out my Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush. I think I like it, but I am going to want to eventually do a declutter. But before I like to do declutters, I like to try a bunch of things. So I'm going to put this up into the drawer. Let's select one more and also put away some of these other blushes. I'm going to also put in my Charlotte Tilbury, I like to call it the nipple blush. This is actually in the shade Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop Blusher in Ecstasy. So I'm going to try those out for this week. That should be good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then we have room for like one more highlight or bronzer. I think I'm going to put in my Body Shop Honey Bronze, which I feel like this was discontinued because I bought a couple because somebody told me it was discontinued. I will look if I can find it online, I'll link it down below. But there, perfection. Then in here I am going to put, we're gonna put the Marc Jacobs and that down. Does that work? Hardly. Okay, nope. Oh shoot, I forgot this blush. So I'm taking out this blush and putting in this one. Oh, that's not gonna fit. Okay, so never mind. Cancel everything I just said because I don't have room for anything. There, that's what we're doing. So I took out the bronzer and the blush. I have plenty of bronzer and blushes anyway in here. I'm going to put my concealer right there. These are always easy to fill. I just put in, doesn't quite fit in the compartment, but just gonna do that. And my dirty eyelash curler, put that in. Okay, things are working out. Okay, gonna put these two guys back here. I also like to keep that in there. All my brow products. This goes in there. I'm gonna put that in there. Okay, and then I have like room for something to try out. So let me do a little bit of digging. I feel like maybe another face palette to try and see if I want to keep it or get rid of it or what. Okay, so I have decided to put my NYX Strobe of Genius palette in here just because I talked about it in my highlighting declutter video and I want to use it and make sure that I still love it because I said I was going to keep trying all the different shades and then decide if I was going to get rid of it or not. So I am going to move it right up here to try it out. Oh, come on. Here, we're going to do that, and do that, and do that. But okay guys, that is it. This will be my everyday makeup drawer for the month of May. Of course, I'll be getting like new things in the mail and switching things out. And I am going to keep my little Kim K gloss in there because I do like to wear that quite often. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like seeing these kinds of videos, let me know. Do you like the organization process of it? Would you just like a tour of it after it's organized? Like, just let me know what you want to see. But yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you very soon. I'll leave some playlists and videos down in the corners and my face right here to subscribe. But I love you guys. I'll see you very soon in a new video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.